record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the...
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diecast review. The Biff is back in the house. This is not the first time we've seen Greg Biffle come back with a paint scheme, or just with a return really. He won Texas back in some type of year, don't remember when, but it was in the truck series. That was cool. I got that diecast hanging on the wall over there. I want to say 19, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, Greg Biffle back in 2022. Awesome. First of all, the legend has returned. Now, fun fact, this is only related to Greg Biffle, not really anything else. But Greg Biffle is, I don't know if you guys remember my old God, saying old kind of hurts. The stop motion series, you know, where I'd have like the 16. I got that from Biffle. Like, my first time I was in my own stop motion series, I was using Greg Biffle's old car. And that's how I stuck with the number 16 for a little while. That was awesome. I thought, you know, him kind of coming back every now and then, because like back then I couldn't make diecast. I didn't know what I was doing, didn't know how to decal, nothing. I was terrible. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. Looks like I can make you drive in a paint scheme. But no, it was Greg Biffle. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's cool. I could have a retired number just kind of be my number. And I used this paint scheme. Then eventually I started slowly getting into the whole decaling thing with paper. Then I switched to actual decals. Then I went from kind of like spotty templates to full templates. And then I just kind of went all from there. Again, super irrelevant from everything other than it being Greg Biffle. But it kind of reminded me, oh yeah, I used to use his number back in when I used to do my older stop motion, you know, like series and stuff. But yeah. That was fun. I kind of missed doing those, not going to lie. I still have 2 more races until that one season is over. It's not going to be off my mind until I get it completed. But my cat has destroyed my Bristol track. It is missing 3 walls, and half of it's hanging off the table. And by half of it, I mean the wall is like hanging off the table. So, yeah, that's kind of rough. But anyway, Greg Biffle back in NASCAR was awesome to see. Again, not his first time returning, but it's still cool to see him, you know, kind of come back. And showing up in a pretty decent paint scheme. This is not bland. It's not really boring. It's kind of a cool paint scheme. This is Grambling State University. Whatever Grambling State is. That G reminds me of Green Bay Packers, though. Not gonna lie. So, you know, that's a little something. So a decent paint scheme. I know he ran this, well, okay, I believe he ran this in the 500. I could be wrong, but I think he ran this at Daytona. And I'm sure maybe 1 or 2 other tracks, or he had one or two other starts in 2022. I don't remember. Obviously, he had at least one because we're looking at the diecast. But I mean, yeah, still cool to see Greg Biffle get his own car for the next gen. And in a weird number, 44. Very, very different from the 16 that we're used to. Or even the 51 that, you know, he won the Truck Series in. Or Truck Series race in. But yeah, so a pretty decent paint scheme. Got a legend driving the paint scheme. Will we see Greg Biffle return? Maybe, maybe not. Obviously, I don't mean full-time, but, you know, he could have a one-off or so in the future. And, you know, we never know. He could be pulling a Doe Jr. for the next, you know, God knows how long, kind of coming back every now and then, which Junior's coming back every year for like 1 or 2 races. But, of course, it's different with Biffle. I would not complain seeing Biffle back on the track. I think that'd be pretty nice. You know, just kind of see him in the field, even though if he's not really doing nothing. It's cool. It's a little bit of nostalgia, you know, kind of having Biffle back in the field. But anyway, let's get this diecast out of the box and take a look at this absolute banger of a paint scheme. Here's the diecast out of the box, and man, this thing looks so much better just sitting right here. Of course, not boxed up. Now, something I didn't even really realize, if you look at the side of the car, in the front of the car, you can see the front of the car has, you know, some of the, almost like tiger stripes, or, you know, whatever you would call them, on the front end, right? But it also has it on the side, but it's, like, hidden. It's not that same, like, dark yellow. It's actually, like, a more of like a dark grayish color on that black. That's cool. I like that. That's very stealthy, very sneaky like. That looks really good. I love I love paint schemes like this, but this is another reason why I love Harvick schemes, because this stuff happens all the time. There's always stuff in the background, or there's always stuff that's kind of subtle on the side, or in the background of, the car, and it always looks fantastic. I don't think you can ever really go wrong, but if you still don't see it, let me zoom in for you. See, you know what I mean? You can see the kind of like a light gray on on the black, kind of making it like that tiger stripe-esque type design. Looks nice. I really, really like that. I think that's really awesome. It's cool. It's a very stealthy, very just intimidating look. Of course, if you can see it a little better on the track, I don't know if you could or not, but on the diecast, this thing's, it looks sharp. It looks very, very nice. So, again, I'm just going to call this the Green Bay Packer G, because, that's exactly what it looks like. It's not, obviously, it's Grambling, or, whatever it was. I got the G there, got some of that, like, tiger-esque type design from the front to the top of the hood. Got Biffle right there on the name banner. It looks like that Chevy bow tie is a little too far over. Looks like it needs to be a little more to the left between these little support brackets on this first section of the window, but, maybe that's just me. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I'm not. My apologies, my camera kind of got all, interrupted and stuff. Anyway, don't really know what I was saying. I was talking about the banner, how it should be a little more over the bow tie. But yeah, anyway, got that still kind of tiger-esque type design behind the 44. And, of course, you got the Grambling State University right there. Got Biffle on the rear name banner back here. Grambling State University right there on the deck lid. Of course, with that pattern still in the background. We are Grambling right there on the back of the car. Looks actually pretty cool. Almost reminds me of Buffalo Wild Wings. Just kind of... It really gives off that Buffalo Wild Wings type, text. Because it's like the white and the yellow and on a black background. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I got the G right there once again. Camaro ZL1. Got the 44. I got the taillights. Chevy bow tie. And, of course, you got the rivets on the back of the spoiler there. Let's see. On the side, you got... Oh, God. What is that? Whatever that is on the quarter panel, that's just kind of chilling there. We got, let's see, H3CU, League Pass Plus, whatever that is. There's a bunch of stuff I'm not really too familiar with on here. Something Edge, I can't see. Urban Edge, Gram.edu. Of course, you got Greg Biffle on the name rail there. New York races. Something, I can't really tell what that says. You got the G there once again. What was that back here? Urban Edge. And then, of course, you got Chevy. You got the Grambling University. Big old logo there. You got two little logos down there. Got some Puma or Cougar. And then you got something S. I don't know what that is. It SUS? SCS? I can't really tell. It's like almost like a tow. Maybe like a tow company? It looks like a tow hook. I'm not really too sure. I got the 44 there. NASCAR Cup Series. Of course, you got the Goodyear there. Can't go wrong with Goodyear. Yeah, you can. A lot of people have. I got Goodyear tires. Got Sunoco. Got 44, which actually is interesting because if you look at it, it has a little black circle behind the 44 to kind of mask it from getting mixed in with the design. That's pretty neat. I like that. Here's the front end. Very, very cool. It reminds me of like that, I think it's from Star Wars. I don't know, but it's the one guy. He's got like the black suit. He's got like yellow on him. I don't know if that's from Star Wars, but I want to say it is. I could be incredibly wrong. Pardon me if I am. I'm not a Star Wars person. I don't think I've ever watched it, but I mean, if I can find the character, I'll throw it up on screen right now that it kind of reminds me of. It could be completely different than what I'm even thinking, but I don't know. If I don't find it, you won't see it. If I do find it, it'll be on there. But yeah, so that front end, either way, looks really awesome. Pretty sweet looking ride. So, good old Diecastbuffet just texted me, so I'll have to get back to him in a second. But yeah, paint scheme out of the way, very awesome. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Very, very nice. Again, well put together paint scheme, and it's very good for his comeback. Looks really, again, really nice, really well put together. I love the stealthiness with the striping and stuff on the side and all around the car. Looks really, really good. But I believe that will be all for this diecast review. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.